welcome back to another Persona 3 portable video of mine. When we last left off, a guy had some weird black goop all over him, and after, the sky went green and all that. I'm pretty sure we're gonna figure out what that's about today, so let's get started, shall we?
Hmm, she's still sleeping. The dark hour occurs every day at 12 midnight. You could say it's the hidden hour. During this time, an ordinary person transmogrifies into a coffin and is oblivious to all that occurs.
By the way, the green words you see with the little book next to them, that means that it's either a key phrase or like a, important for the story in some way. Like here with transmogrifies, this one's a bit weird. The one before it, the Dark Hour, is a bit more better to show that, because the Dark Hour is the game's main like thing, so it's obvious why it'd be highlighted.
Then she must be...
As you can see, she's retained her human form. She's asleep, but she's definitely experiencing the dark hour. The only question that remains is whether or not she has the potential.
The potential for what?
Although she must. If she didn't, they would have preyed on her by now.
scary.
In any case, we should continue to monitor her for a few more days.
Yes, sir. I feel kinda bad, though, spying on her like this.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
You guys can't see it, but I just got goosebumps on my arms from hearing all this.
My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
Hello, Igor.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Only those who have signed the contract can enter this place.
The paper you signed at the door is lying before Igor.
Henceforth, you shall be welcome here in the Velvet Room. You are destined to hone your unique ability, and you will require my help to do so. I only ask one thing in return, that you abide by the contract and assume responsibility for the choices you make.
Is this a dream?
Precisely. You are fast asleep in the real world as we speak. This visit of yours is merely a dream. However, you will come here of your own accord, sooner or later. Hold on to this.
Obtained the Velvet Key.
There is still one more resident of this room who unfortunately could not be present for your arrival.
Alright, what the game is referring to here is that, much like the main character, of which you can pick their gender, you can also pick the gender of your Velvet Room resident here. In the original and its updated re-release FES, that it was always the female. But in this one, you can also pick a male resident. I'm gonna go with the female because I personally like her more. So, yeah.
But I'll make sure you two are properly introduced. Another time, perhaps.
Till we meet again.
See you, Igor. You felt like you had a strange dream. It's time to go to school. Yo, man, I'm so sleepy today. In times like this, it's best to sleep during class. You ever notice how sometimes taking a nap in class makes you feel more refreshed than sleeping at home? Alright, so what the game is referring to here is when you're exploring the game's dungeon. Yes, I did say dungeon singular. You'll see more later. You can sometimes acquire a status debuff called Tired. Tired occurs when you are, sometimes it occurs on story events, other times it occurs when a party member is knocked out during combat or spending too long in the dungeon. So, sleeping in class is one way to rectify it. Another is going to the dorm early and sleeping early. Now, you may think, wow, that's a good thing, right? Yeah, it's really not, because when you stay awake during class, you get social stats. Social stats are permanent to the save file. Like, even if you restart the game on the same file, you keep them. So, in essence, what you're doing is giving up something permanent for something temporary, which is not normally seen as the best of trades. So, I'm gonna have to pick the second one here. Never sleep in class in this game. Not a good idea. What? Why do you have to be all serious? That feeling of being completely recharged is awesome, but I'm screwed later since I didn't hear the lecture. Oh, but we all have classic literature today. That means we're stuck with Mr. Nasty Old Lakota. Speaking of Lakota, I'm Mr. Lakota. I'll be teaching you classic literature. I'll be teaching you about good old Japan all year. Some people say classic lit isn't relevant to everyday life, sorry. But, oh, how they're wrong. The students, the other teachers, wrong. No one really understands classic lit. You feel tired. Close your eyes for a few minutes. Do not accidentally press down and doze off like I did a couple of times on my first playthrough. Stay awake. Hey, are you all listening to me? Wake up, children. Now open your textbooks. First on our syllabus is Issei Monogatari, The Origin of Japanese Literature. It's a very interesting story. You guys should read it yourself. I feel embarrassed even reading it, so... I can tell you people are zoning out. You sit up and listen to the lecture. Your academics has increased. You met Yukari at the shoe boxes and decide to go back together. Millennium Mall.
Have you come here before? A lot of Gekukan students come here after school. There's a karaoke box and a CD shop. Oh, and a really great cafe, too.
Apparently that's the correct pronunciation, but I really don't care. I'm gonna call it karaoke because I'm American, so that's the pronunciation I'm more familiar with.
There's also a nightclub, but that's kinda not for us yet.
The Millennium Hall is crowded with students on their way back from school.
Welcome back.
The moon is beautiful tonight. It might be nice to read a book by the moonlight once in a while. So, there's nothing we can do right now. We can't go out, can't do anything, can't raise stats, can't do anything like that. So, right to our dorm room we go. Will you go back to your room now? There is a lot of repeated, flavor dialogue for doing certain things. So I'm not going to be repeating that. Every time you click on your room, it asks, would you like to go back to your room? I'm not going to say that every time. It's just a waste of my and your time. I have a certain room in the dormitory.
How is she?
The same as last night.
Very interesting. Even those who have the potential tend to be unstable at first. Memory loss, disorientation, but this subject is rather unique. She hasn't exhibited any of the common symptoms.
But we're treating her like a guinea pig.
I understand your concern, but it's imperative that we recruit new members. I heard she's in your class. Wouldn't you be more comfortable working with someone from the same grade? A female classmate at that.
Yeah, I guess. But still.
An emergency call from outside rang throughout the room.
Command room. Is that you, Akihiko?
You're not gonna believe this. This thing is huge. Unfortunately, I don't have time to talk. It's chasing me. I wanted to let you guys know. I'm almost there.
Does that mean he's bringing that thing here?
Mr. Chairman, let's suspend our observation for now. We'll prepare for battle.
Right. Be careful.
Akihiko!
I'm all right. Get ready to be surprised. It'll be here any second.
This is no time to joke around.
It's one of them, Akihiko?
Yes, but not an ordinary one.
What the? You've got to be kidding me!
Mr. Chairman, please head for the command room. Takeba, go upstairs and wake her up. Then escape out the back.
But what about you two?
We'll stop it here. You led it to us, Akihiko, so I'm afraid you'll have to fight.
Like I had a choice. What are you waiting for, Yukari? Go!
I'm going!
Your room. You're awoken by a loud noise. Should you go check outside? Nah, it'll be fine.
Wake up! Sorry, I'm coming in! I don't have time to explain. We have to get out of here now!
Okay.
Hurry, downstairs! We'll leave through the back door. Wait, take this, just in case.
Yukari handed you a long, thin implement. It seems to be an naginata.
Okay, let's go. Follow me.
Right, you lead the way. Dormitory, first floor at the rear entrance.
Alright, we should be safe now.
Takeba, do you read me?
Yes, I hear you.
I'd hope you hear, because I can hear.
Be careful. There's more than one enemy. The one we're fighting isn't the one Akihiko saw.
What? Let's pull back.
Second floor.
What was that? It's getting closer. Keep moving, hurry!
The dormitory rooftop.
The door's locked. I think we're safe for now. Huh? You gotta be kidding me! It climbed up the wall?
There. They're on the roof.
That gigantic shadow. Just what is it we're dealing with?
Let's go, Mitsuru.
Wait.
That's the thing that attacked this place. We call them shadows. Oh yeah, I have to fight. I can summon mine. No problem. Here goes.
Thou art I, and I am thou.
What on earth was that?
The sudden swell of power has subsided. Orpheus regained its original form. You have obtained a new persona.
Is it over?
Not quite.
It's still moving!
Piece of the shadows heading for Yukari.
No! Get away from me!
You have to save her. And here we are, the combat tutorial. So, this is the screen you'll be seeing for most of the game. We have a couple of options. You can summon your persona. Well, this is to change your persona. So right now we only have Orpheus, so we can't change it. But if we hit the square button, you can get a status of Orpheus. Right now it only knows one skill and has pretty mediocre stats. I'll show you what the weaknesses mean later when we actually get to a point where we can exploit them. You have skills, which is how you utilize those skills. And you have a normal attack, which attacks using the weapon you have on the character. You also have tactics to give instructions to an ally. This is actually a big change from the original Persona 3. You cannot give direct commands to your party members. The AI of those party members decided what attacks they were going to do and when. The tactics menu is how you try to guide them into doing something that works. That's been overhauled in this game. You can do that, but you can also give direct commands using this menu. And here we have item. Use an item. That's pretty self-explanatory. So first, let's hit this thing with the bash. Yeah, it completely annihilated it. If you'll notice, using bash took some of our health away. It's a physical skill. So, in Persona, unlike a lot of RPGs where keeping your health as high as possible is priority number 1, in Persona, sometimes, in the related Shin Megami Tensei, sometimes sacrificing your health for a larger hit is better. Like now. And for that battle, we got 48 experience. And we have leveled up. Hit points and spirit points, SP. SP acts as mana does in most games. It allows you to use magic skills. Orpheus is leveled up as well. Endurance by 2, agility by 1. Orpheus learned Agi. Agi is a fire skill. You can inflict burn with it, and it can hit enemies weak to fire. It seems Yukari is safe too. You feel exhausted. You're losing consciousness.